Good evening. Good evening. How's it going? Chris Graham here for Wheeler Betting once again. Talking Premier League football 2-3 last weekend. So close to the treble. Stoke 2-0 up. And West Ham come back and draw 2-2. Frustrating times, but just about getting in the back of the net and happy with that. So 3 more this week. We'll kick off Saturday lunchtime. I'll be in the pub watching this game, definitely. Liverpool against Chelsea. Liverpool in real flux at the moment, has to be said. And you can trace where that flux has emanated from this exact fixture last year. Liverpool against Chelsea, of course, Anfield in April of last year. Liverpool on the cusp of winning their first title in 24 years, and of course they lose to Chelsea, and Man City step up to the plate and take the title race off them. Will the players be thinking about that when they're on the pitch on Saturday? 99% of the time I'd say shut up, what a stupid thing to suggest, but in this case there's reasons to suggest they might, because they're suffering, I think they're suffering from a hangover, a seriously horrible hangover. We've all been there. After the near miss of winning that surprise title back at the end of last season, and I think they're really finding it hard to click back in a gear here. So I'm sure that day is a very painful memory for Liverpool. That is for sure. So they're currently in seventh place at the moment. They've just got 1 win in the last 5 all competition fixtures as well. Of course, who you know, all that hoo-ha on Tuesday night about the team that Brendan Rodgers put out. I didn't really want to delve into that. I think he's got something to prove here. If they get beat 3-0, 4-0 here, he's got to look absolutely ridiculous, isn't he? But if they get a great result, it's a great opportunity for him to, you know, shove the 2 fingers up to all those doubters, all those people on Twitter moaning on Tuesday night. I myself include myself in that, just because of the fact that he always talks about the Liverpool way, and you know, what's the right thing to do, the history, the heritage of Anfield. That's what bugged me in a way. But Chelsea, unbeaten 16 games this season, looking absolutely fantastic. This is a side oozing with talent, understanding and class and everything. They look at a side managed by a man who you can imagine is taking immense pleasure in what's happening at Liverpool at the moment. I've no doubt about that. And a side at odds against, and that is enough for me. That's the clincher for me. Chelsea here, odds against. We'll not see that too often this particular campaign, that's for sure. So with that in mind, I have to get involved with Chelsea. Liverpool have lost to Aston Villa this season, have lost to Newcastle this season, lost to West Ham this season, have dropped points against Hull at home. And I just have to back unbeaten Chelsea, unbeaten 16 Chelsea at 6-5 with Coral. Odds against. I know I'll be kicking myself if I don't back that and they win. And Mourinho will love to win here, because he's a lot of negativity at the moment. Like complaining about the crowd on Saturday, the result against Maribor on Wednesday night as well. You know, you can imagine he's really kicking off his players at the moment. So I expect him to win on Saturday against a real struggling Liverpool side. Game 2. We've been here before. West Ham against Aston Villa. As you know, pretty much every week in this video so far, I've taken on Villa in some way, either opposing them outright or finding a way, perhaps backing them not to score any goals, backing the opponents to win 2-0. It's been a very profitable path so far this season. I think it's copped every single week. But they played really well on Sunday. Of course, I backed Spurs in the video last week, and I pretty much ripped up my metaphorical ticket. I thought Villa played really well. Really unlucky. I felt sorry for them, to be honest. I really did. Benteke getting sent off. He looked a real threat in that game, and I did feel a bit sorry for Paul Lambert. Like I keep saying, I'm nothing against the club. I just want to take them on in the betting. So I get the feeling that I got lucky last week taking them on, but I think now that, how did they come back for that? I mean, that was a bit of a real blow. They had a real opportunity to take 3 points against Spurs, which you could imagine would have put their season back on track, built up confidence within the dressing room again, and that could be the case still. Lambert might be saying to his players, you know, you did so well last week. Just keep building on that, lads, or they might just, you know, fall to shit, which very well might happen. after that crushing defeat. And I'm taking the latter option here. I think they'll be destroyed after that unlucky defeat last Sunday rather. Paul Lambert's going to have to draw on all his skills here to get the side up for this game. They face a West Ham side just swimming in plaudits at the moment. And just big respect for them last week. 2-0 down against Stoke and they came back and drew 2-2. Massive respect for that. They've made a stern, solid stuff at the moment, West Ham, and I just think they'll be a lot stronger mentally than Aston Villa for this game. And West Ham 4 wins and 6, Aston Villa 6 defeats in a row. I'll take the 3-4 on West Ham. Thank you very much. Spurs against Stoke is my last game on Sunday. Tottenham, after the Europa League match, warning signs, and that's the case here. Played 3-1, drawn and lost 2 so far on the Sunday after a Europa League match on Thursday night, and I think that record could get worse on Sunday. I'm not convinced by Spurs. I wasn't at the start of the season, so I'm not just saying it now, but I think if they get in the top 6, that's a really good achievement. They definitely really big transfer buys over the summer, and Pochettino's first year. I hope he gets the time, but I think they're a pretty unspectacular side, to be honest. And I much prefer Everton to finish above them in that same wee group of sides. They were lucky on Sunday against Aston Villa, most definitely. I'm going to side with Stoke here for the third weekend out of 4. 3 weeks ago we backed them, they beat Swansea. Last week 2-0 up against West Ham. I thought I was in there, but of course West Ham pegged them back. Mark Hughes' side lost just 2 of their 6 away games this season. They've really improved their away form from last campaign. They beat Man City and Swansea this campaign, and I don't think they'll be quaking in their boots at the thought of playing Spurs. Stoke are a big price in this game. They're almost 5-1 with Bet Victor. I'm not that brave to go in at that price, but I'll be a wee bit more conservative here and back them with a goal start on the Asian handicap. And appreciate it's not exactly a massive price. It's 770 to 1,000 with Ladbrokes. You work that out, it's a ridiculous price. It works at about 1.77 in decimal language. I'll back that. That means, of course, if Stoke avoid defeat, the bet wins. If they get beat by a goal, the stake is returned. I'm absolutely convinced that I won't lose money in this bet because I cannot see Spurs winning by more than 1 goal. I can't see them winning the game. So I'll back Stoke here. +1 on the Asian handicap. Chelsea win at 6-5. West Ham to win at 3-4. And Spurs Stoke +1 on the Asian handicap against Spurs on Sunday. Have a good weekend.